Anytime I speak in front of an audience, and this has been for about 10 years, I always ask the same question. How many of you respond to business email on vacation? When you not having your phone is the new vacation. When you have the phone, you feel almost responsible or you're addicted to respond. There's like a guilt feeling, plus people have FOMO, a fear of missing out. And so, I think we're in a work culture that is promoting, whether it's directly or indirectly, burnout, right? And we did a study with Kronos about burnout, and we found that people are working harder than ever before without additional pay, and that's causing burnout, which is resulting in up to or responsible for up to half of all turnover. So there's a huge financial cost to
Wow.
overworking people. It becomes counterproductive. And so I'm trying to, with this book, Back to Human, I'm trying to raise awareness for the importance of human connection. And so people are more aware of how, when, and where they're using the technology for something good. So, to sync up with people's calendars. For instance, with this podcast today, we use technology to orchestrate this meeting. So we're all going to show up at the same time with the right equipment, all prepared. You wanted to do video, we're using video, we're doing, making sure that we're on the same page so we both benefit from it. But it is actually being here with you, seeing you, or being in a meeting or going to a company party that's going to build the actual relationship where you get to really know someone. And that can't be done over text. One face-to-face conversation is more successful than 34 emails back and forth. So instead of trying to understand what someone means over multiple emails and getting frustrated and upset and maybe arguing with that individual, all you have to do is pick up a phone or walk over to someone's desk. Yet face-to-face conversations and phone calls, it's like being wiped out of society. Like, for instance, I'll tell you, no one leaves voicemail anymore besides my grandfather.
No, who does that?
And my
I
father.
don't check. If they do, I'm sorry, guys. I've never checked my voicemail. So.
Exactly. So what we found is people use email as a crutch more than anything else in the workplace. They would rather send an email than talk to someone.
Especially when it's important, right?
Lonely. Yeah, and it's created a whole culture of loneliness and isolation. Especially, the most fascinating thing in the whole book is if you work remote, you're much less likely to want a long-term career at your company. To me, I got like the chills once I was like looking at the data and
Because
saw
you're not
that.
building relationships with people? Is that why?
Because you're not seeing and hearing and feeling other people. And so there's a disconnection. A third of the global workforce works remote, yet 2/3 are disengaged and isolated. And it makes sense. I've worked remote for 8 years. If I never went to the physical office or picked up the phone or we didn't have our weekly partner call, I'd be disconnected. I'd be checked out. The technology is great because it gets us to where we need to be. It maybe eliminates routine tasks from society that we don't even want to do. But at the same time, that should make more time for the conversations that create the ideas that bring business forward, conversations that allow relationships to develop. If you have friends, especially best friends at work, you're more inclined to be productive and stay with the company longer.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and share so that others can benefit from the great knowledge and experience. Also, please consider following me here on LinkedIn to see content as soon as it's published. Special thanks to Safeguard Global for supporting the show. You can check them out above. Apart from that, thanks for watching and look forward to seeing you all tomorrow.